Greetings, everyone. Alberto Vasallo again here from the Boston Public Library and the GBH studios for GBH Amplifies. This is our second show. We are going to have community conversations with some more leaders from my community, the Latino community, and hopefully by the end of the show, you will have learned, liked, and certainly laughed. So that's up to our guests. Again, buckle up because this is a show you've never seen before. So get ready. I'm ready. You're ready. The guests are ready. Here we go. GBH Amplifies, Alberto Vasallo. Hello, everybody. Again, Alberto Vasallo here with our second edition of GBH Amplifies. And we are here at the Newsfeed Cafe right in downtown. We're in the Boston Public Library, 700 Boyle Street, right behind me. Let's start with these amazing guests. From camera, left to right. I'm making Liz happy. Camera, left to right. Young lady, how are you today?
I am doing great, Alberto.
Sandra
Thank you.
Aleman Nijjar, right?
Yes.
You are the founder of the East Boston Community Soup Kitchen is in the house.
Woo! Yes.
And if you don't know what they've been doing, literally God's work, you will find out today, and hopefully you will know somebody, if you are not ready, that wants to financially help these folks because they have been giving back to the community in such a grassroots way and nobody knows about it. They've been doing it under the radar very quietly. So today you'll learn about them. Now, next to her is Maribel Carvajal. She is the founder of Hispana's Amigas in Massachusetts. And this is a group that gets together, a group of Latinas, women, and they go and they do a series of stuff together, right? You go to concerts. You go to shows, you go to events like this, but it gives women, Latinas, many who are here by themselves, a sense of belonging, right?
Correct. Hi, everybody. I am Maribel, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you, Alberto, for the invitation. And yes, we are a group of women supporting and uplifting each other. Imagine what we can do together.
Exactly. So we're gonna obviously tell you all about that. To my left, National Board Member of NAHREP. Now, if you don't know what NAHREP is, it's an acronym for National Association of Hispanics in Real Estate. And Peggy Pratt. Everybody knows Peggy Pratt, especially in the Revere area, but beyond. You are very well known for your real estate job, but now you have a podcast as well.
I do.
And very active in the community, and thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me here. I love home ownership. I love helping Latinos especially create, financial wealth and generational wealth. And I'm happy that these platforms like my podcast, Sin Permiso, are helping me get the word out and educate as much as possible.
And today, you are going to give us 3 stats.
That's right.
That I bet, you see Ryan over there, you see these folks, you are going to learn something today that's going to make your jaw drop. She has 3 statistics that are incredible, especially the last one about if we gathered all Latinos who live in the United States, you'll hear about that in a second. And last but not least, a gentleman who can fix your parking tickets. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Let's not
You're
go
a
there.
sergeant detective?
Sergeant, yeah.
Sergeant David Hernandez, who I've known when he started the force very early, but he is representing today GBH Boston,
Yes,
which
sir.
is, the Latino
That's our guy over
law
there.
enforcement group of Boston.
That's right.
So when you see somebody say, what does GBH stand for? What do you tell them?
The Latino Law Enforcement Group of Boston.
But what is the organization about?
So GBH Boston is an organization that started in 2017. We're a group of Latino police officers that came together to really try to address some of the diversity issues that exist within police departments across the state, specifically here in Boston. And we really focus in on the mentorship aspect and the guidance of young Black and brown people and women that are coming into or have an idea of getting into policing. And we started a pre-academy training program that helps people guide them through a 10-week program from beginning to end to the moment they enter the academy and beyond, guiding them through the entire process of what that's going to look like for them, kind of helping them start their careers.
Yeah, but GBH's also been involved. This is one aspect, just one of many aspects.
Oh, yeah.
You've also worked with Goya Foods.
Correct.
And the City of Boston.
Yep.
And the Puerto Rico Festival in this major, well, let me just tell everybody, how many pounds of Goya Foods did you give out in the neighborhoods of Boston last year?
So just last year alone, we gave close to 40,000 pounds of food to
40,000
communities around.
pounds?
Yep,
So that's
40,000
what, 20
pounds.
tons?
Yeah.
Wow.
Excellent,
Yeah.
yeah. And it was a huge partnership, like you mentioned, with the Puerto Rican Festival was instrumental in this. You had the Boston Police Department and the City of Boston all kind of help out with resources, and we were able to distribute to close to 4,000 families around the city and greater Boston area. We also gave to like shelters and community centers and stuff like that. So it was an excellent program that we did. We've done it for the last 2 years, and we hope to continue that moving forward.
All right, I've set the table. We will be here for the next about 40 minutes or so. So audience participation is welcome. If you guys want to start giving some questions, we will definitely read them on the air live. We have Annie there. But you know what? If you need a little more incentive, a little more information, let's go around again, because Sandra, Aleman, you have founded this incredible grassroots organization. It's called East Boston Community Soup Kitchen. I was there a couple weeks ago, well, a while back for Thanksgiving. Before we go into the footage, tell me how did this soup kitchen start? Because you're the founder, and why?
It started a little over 8 years ago. And it started because we noticed that there was this group of men, middle-aged men, who were homeless and suffering from substance use disorders like alcohol, drugs, mental health challenges, and living on the streets and without small children. So they were without any resources. So I decided to organize my community and create a space in which they could come in, enjoy a nice hot meal, and while they were inside dining and having a nice hot meal, they will be connected to social services that could help them get out of the situation they were living in. So our goal is to help them connect to the resources and then have them live in a more dignified way, not living on the streets, not suffering from hunger, not suffering from any abuse from anyone, not be rejected while they're sitting in.
I'm sorry, are these your volunteers, right?
These are my volunteers. This is Domingo, cutting hair for free.
Hey, is that a Boston police officer?
And we have our DA7, our police, coming in and also volunteering. And so many volunteers from near and from afar.
You get a lot of community support.
Yes, we do.
From East Boston, because that's right. But you're trying to let everybody know across the Commonwealth that you are doing work and you want to look for partners, people who want to really help on a grassroots level.
We need help. We need partners. We need donors. We need volunteers. We need donations, money, food, and supplies, because we give to our homeless a backpack filled with clothing, shoes, hygiene supplies, a snack bag, and whatever other items that we can put in there to make sure that, like winter gear, like those thermal blankets and sleeping bags, so that they can sleep on the streets. Because some of them, they cannot be in enclosed spaces, like go into a shelter. For some of them, they cannot do it. So they rather sleep outside in the cold than going into a shelter. So we want to make sure that we help them be able to survive the cruel cold days in the winter, because some of them, they die frozen on the streets because it's so cold. Yep. So we want to make sure that we help them, to provide them with the just very basic necessities.
And you were born where?
I was born in El Salvador.
Okay, explain, where is El Salvador?
El Salvador is in Central America, right?
Yes.
So it's a tiny, tiny Latino country, very small, but we are very hard workers and very resilient, and just a tiny,
beautiful nation.
Beautiful country. It's just very tropical. Exactly. Beautiful beaches, just a beautiful place to go. I invite you all. Go visit. You will love it.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so Maribel Carvajal, who is here, yes, from Hispana's Amigas in Massachusetts. Do you know what Amigas means? You remember that from school, right? Well, you guys are Latino, right? Even Annie knows what Amigas is. Amigas is friends?
Amigas is friends.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me your organization, Maribel.
Okay, we are Hispanas, Amigas in Massachusetts. We are a group of friends that gather together to empower each other, to with a simple thing as a cup of coffee, to get to know each other, to connect, to uplift, to share ideas, to help each other. We encourage each other to start their own business, to give ideas, and we also support East Boston Community Soup Kitchen. We love to volunteer. We have been going to La Colaborativa as well,
But
and
here-
we go to concerts. Yes.
What concert is that?
This is Cheyenne came to
Cheyenne,
Boston.
ladies and gentlemen. So who is Cheyenne? We got to remember, this audience is learning about us. How would you describe Cheyenne's music? I don't want to get off beat, but
Cheyenne. Oh my goodness. I think you can help me too.
I would
I would
say
say like a
He's
pop.
the
pop
boyfriend.
ballads, romantic music, pop
Yeah.
ballads.
Yeah.
I was enthralled by him at 14
Being
years
alive.
Yeah.
old. One of the most gorgeous men alive.
Yes, he's the boyfriend of every one of us.
Yeah. Ladies, he is a heartthrob. Yes, I do agree that he does beat me just slightly in that category. Anyway, go ahead. Oh, sorry, Maria. Sorry.
Yeah, we encourage each other to have fun in the process. We are all immigrants. Some of us don't have family here. So it is time to connect and find a friend. There is always good when we are together.
Excellent. So that is Hispanas, Amigas in Massachusetts, and we have the founder here. And now we're going to go to Peggy. Peggy, I love the fact that you have brought to this show today some incredible information that NAHREP has provided in an annual report.
Yep.
For those, again, who don't know what the acronym stands for, very similar like Jago, what is NAHREP?
It's the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. So we'll have insurance agents, real estate attorneys, lenders, realtors, and it's an association that really inspires all of the Latino professionals to step up their game so that they can help Latinos obtain sustainable Hispanic homeownership.
All right, so right now, where do we stand?
So this is exciting news. Through the years, many professionals like myself have had part of this. So I'm excited to say that 49.5% of Latinos are homeowners in the United States.
Yep. Now, I guarantee you that will go up very soon, by the end of next year, right?
It's been incrementing every year.
Yep. So we'll be back. All right, tell me about this. So what does that translate to? How many? Let's put it in perspective.
Well, there's 9.5 million Hispanic-owned households. So in the United States, 9.5 million Hispanics are homeowners.
And that will continue to grow. And then I love this next statistic. You're going to freak out with this one, my friend. This one, I guarantee, will end. What happens if we put all of us together?
If we put all the Latinos in United States together, we would be the world's largest economy.
Fifth largest
GDP
So
in the United
more
States.
than Mexico, more than Saudi Arabia.
More than all of those countries, number
more
five.
than Canada.
We would be it.
More than Mexico. So we would be the fifth. Put that again. I want my non-Latino audience to just take a breath and say, if we put us all together in the just in the U.S.
Just in the U.S.
Just in the So, Maribel, us right here, we would be the world's fifth largest economy.
That's correct.
Wow.
That's got to.
We are a force. We're a force to be reckoned
And
with.
it's growing.
It's growing
And
day
it's
by
unbelievable
day.
It's growing. All right, so, but here's the catch, right? We are still underrepresented in so many facets. We are truly like the invisible group.
Force.
Force, right? I like that. Invisible force. We have been invisible in Hollywood.
We're the sleeping giant.
We are the sleeping giant. And in law enforcement, you're working to change that. You've done a lot of work since 2017 in trying to empower and get more Latinos as
I gotta stop you and say that we've done a lot of work, because it's not just us by ourselves. It's a lot of partnerships, a lot of community building. I mean, even El Mundo has been a huge part of our growth. So I gotta thank you first off, right, being with you here today, getting our message out there. Yeah, no, let's clap it up for Al. He's done a huge part for the Latino community. Having all of these partnerships has really given us an opportunity to grow in the community, more than that, and build trust with the community, because part of our growth as an organization is not just about the programming that we do, but it's also the community building that we do, and showing the community that as police officers, we're doing more than just doing the law enforcement piece, right? It's community policing, it's getting out there, it's building trust, it's building relationships. And I think we all do that collectively together, and the only way to build that is as a community, as a village together. So I think that's what we do as an organization. Like a couple years ago, 2 years ago, we did a huge partnership with Boston University. And as you know, with the way that the sentiment has been towards police over the last, let's say, 5 or 6 years, it's been difficult to build relationships with people, especially when we started in 2017. So Boston University was a huge partner for us in the community cleanup over in Mattapan a couple years ago. And we were able to clean up 30 tons of trash with Boston University, as well as community people that lived in that specific area. And we were able to clean up that much trash and debris over the course of one day. right? So it just shows that when we all come together, the power that is possible. And then with that, we have like kind of getting back to your point, Latinos in the community coming together for this mission and bringing everyone together regardless of demographic. So we're really the unifier in all of it.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot of you, obviously, a lot of your police officers are from the neighborhoods that they're stationed, right?
Yeah.
East Boston, Jamaica. Where did you grow up?
So I grew up in Rosendale and Jamaica Plain.
Yep.
So I grew up in, I don't know if you remember Blessed Sacrament.
Yes,
It was,
right across from Versailles on
exactly,
Fashion,
yeah.
yes.
So I used to, that's where I went to elementary school, and then I grew up in that area generally.
Very good. Okay, Maribel, what's your favorite part of putting these events together with Hispanas, Amigas in Massachusetts?
Well, now listening all the statistics and the work that you're doing and where we are all representing here, you need to realize that we are a strong community. We know we can do things. But if we are together, really understand the word unity and working together, we are unstoppable. So that is the reason and the motto behind Hispanas. Together we can do things. And it's so satisfying to see a woman connecting, networking, supporting each other. That's all the work that it really lifts up my heart and warm up my heart that we can do it. The unity and the succeed of everybody, the success of everybody, it's possible if we get together.
Okay, and for just kind of interesting purposes, where were you born?
Quito, Ecuador.
Quito, Ecuador. Can someone tell me the most incredible statistic about Quito?
You can step in the right in the center with and tener tus piernas en ambos hemisferios.
So Quito is the middle of the world, the equator. And if you go to Quito, there's this monument, this area, where you can be standing with one foot in the northern hemisphere and one in the southern hemisphere, right? Your place in the world, right? That's
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
You need to
That
visit
is.
Ecuador, as Sandra was sharing. You need to go to Ecuador. We have a small, beautiful country with 4 kinds of weather. You have the jungle, you have the highlands, the Andes, you have the coast, and you have Galapagos Islands. So you please
That's right.
visit Ecuador.
The big turtles at Galapagos Island, where Charles Darwin
Yep,
came up with the theory of evolution.
Correct.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, don't worry.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
I did an essay on that in high school.
You did? You remember that?
Evolution, yep.
What high school did you go to?
Boston Latin Academy.
Good for you. I knew that one. Yes. What high school did you go to?
Catholic Memorial.
Catholic Mo? Oh, that was BC High's rival.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry about those defeats in football.
Yeah, it's okay. We're doing all right now. I don't know where BCI is now.
Hey, where did you go?
En Quito, el Manuela Cañizares.
Exactly. You stay?
Berkeley, California.
Oh, really?
That's
didn't know
where
that
I
about you.
lived. That's where I lived before I came here.
Excellent. What brought you to Boston?
My husband,
Oh, yeah. Good for you. And his name is?
Baljinder.
He's still around, right?
Yes.
Okay, just sometimes you don't know, Annie, right?
No, he is.
You don't know. All right, so again, questions from the audience. This young lady right there looks like she's having a really good time away. So I expect a question from you. All right, rapid, we're going to call this like rapid answer question, okay? Historic figure that you most admire. Could be any nationality, as long as it's part of the human race.
I really admire Elvis Presley.
Ooh, Elvis is a good one. Okay.
He was very humanitarian. You know, quietly, he helped many organizations, a lot of organizations that he donated to, and he didn't tell the world about it. And he was just a very noble and humble person, and very family-oriented, and very talented.
Have you been to, is it called Graceland?
Graceland?
Have you been there?
Yes,
Oh,
I
you
went
have?
this year. My husband and I went. The best trip ever in my life.
Excellent.
Unforgivable, like unforgettable
Yeah.
experience for sure.
Excellent. Okay, how about yourself?
I really, really admire Jesus.
Yes.
He is the great leader.
Oh, you're talking
and
about Jesus Christ. I think about Jesus from Chelsea. I know that Jesus too.
from Amplified.
Okay,
There's another
okay, yeah,
Jesus.
sorry.
No, Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Jesus.
And it's a great leader.
JC.
He was ready to love each other, to show us what's really loving each other and forgiving and giving back all the time.
Yeah,
So
I'll go with that one.
that's my best
That's mine too.
inspiration.
I am
love
Roman
him.
Catholic, so
He's my best
absolutely.
friend.
Okay, Peggy.
All right, so then my second historic character in real life would be Abraham Lincoln. Emancipation Proclamation, and he had the guts to do what he did back then, you know, I think he was an example and a leader, and it's a big part of our history.
Excellent. Good choice. How about you, my friend?
So I'm going to choose one of my favorite authors growing up, and it was Maya Angelou.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I named actually my daughter after her, after Maya. So, she brings so much power and so much wisdom, and her words just influence so many people. So I think if I were to look up to anyone, it'd probably be someone like Maya Angelou.
Yeah. And if you notice the dynamic on here, right? Again, not to rehash, but Latinos are so diverse, different countries, different backgrounds. You guys are immigrants,
Yes.
like my parents, right? We, this side of the panel, were born here, right? Bostonians. We're Bostonians. So we live this dual world where I feel like I'm very American. My flag is the American flag, and I love this city. And you're
Correct.
Colombian, but you
Same
love
thing.
the U.S. You're very patriotic as well. Many of your police officer members love this country, love this city, and that's a dynamic that sometimes gets lost in the shuffle. How America changes people who come here.
Yeah.
We contribute, but it really changes. Give me one example of how America has changed you. In the last panel, and you cannot use this one, Nadi said that now she celebrates Thanksgiving. That was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
How has America changed you in a good way?
In every way. This is my country. It's my home. I've lived here since I was 10 years old, and I'm already like in the 50s. So my life in this country has been more than it's been in my own country, El Salvador. So I'm very proud to live here. I love the United States, and I also love my country, El Salvador. So my heart is in both.
Absolutely.
And how my life has changed, my children are the first generation to be born here. I'm the first generation to come here. And also, the culture that my husband has from India, because now
That's right.
my children are American from the U.S., also Salvadoran, and also Indian, Asian Indian. So it's a beautiful multicultural type of life that we have, and we are very privileged and very blessed.
All right, we have a question from one of our members of the studio audience. Adelante.
Buenas tardes,
Buenas
mi nombre
tardes.
es Noemi Rodríguez, soy salvadoreña y vivo en East Boston por 12 años. Pero mi pregunta va destinada para Sandra de la cocina comunitaria. La pregunta es, ¿qué la inspiró a hacer el trabajo que actualmente usted hace?
What inspired you to do the current work? This is from a woman who's been in East Boston immigrant for 12 years, and she wanted to do it in Spanish. Gracias por eso, del Salvador. Salvadoreña. What inspired you?
Oh my gosh, my grandmother, my mother's side, my maternal grandparents were humanitarians, and they helped people with homeopathic remedies. So I saw them helping people from very early age. So they planted that seed of empathy, towards people, and I started to do the same thing they do, and that is helping people. So that's where it all started.
Maribel, I want to go with you because this side was born out of the U.S. We're pretty much American Bostonians. But you, how has America changed you in a good way?
I've been here for 23 years, and that's like Sandra is saying, America has changed us, yes. To be thankful, to be grateful, to be here, to feel the freedom that you have. It is truly the land of opportunities when your hard work pays off. And the same, as Sandra was saying, my daughter is the first generation to be born here, and she's achieving things that I couldn't even imagine. And my heart is in getting everybody understand that this place is where we belong, and that if we get together, we're gonna make things even better. So everybody can understand that doesn't matter the color of our skin, doesn't matter where we're coming from. We are all here with the same goals: to work for our families, to have a better future, to connect with one another. So that is the work I want everybody to see when they hear Hispana's Amigas in Massachusetts, when they hear Maribel Carvajal is calling me, because I want you to feel that friend that knows what you went through, that came to America really young, with no English, with no family, and felt this depression of being alone. I felt it, but it's not it's not okay to keep like that when you have a place where you feel safe and you can talk and you can connect. There's no more excuses to feel alone.
Excellent. Very powerful word from that we, and again, GBH is helping amplify this because for those of us in the Latino community, we hear this every day. We hear it from our parents. I see Sergio Leon in the audience, his Guatemalan parents, who worked very hard so he could go to Boston College High School and then to Providence College. I see Ryan Sullivan, who even though his last name is Sullivan, he is very proud Dominican. So it's important that non-Latinos, especially Americans who are hearing this maybe for the first time, is what my father told me was something that I know, something that has resonated. When my father became an American citizen, he said, Alberto, I am more American than you. And I said, how are you more American than me? You were born in Cuba. I was born in the United States. He said, yeah, but you didn't have a choice. I became an American by choice. I want to be American. So sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, immigrants are the most patriotic Americans we have.
Yep.
And speaking of young immigrants, I have another stat.
Go ahead, give me the stat.
So I have another stat. 7% of Hispanic home buyers are under 25 years old. And this is particularly exciting and dear to my heart because just Monday, I sold my oldest son, his first home.
Oh, beautiful baby. How old is he?
25. He is
So
part
you have
of
a
that.
25-year-old? That's right. That's what I'm amazed at. That's what I'm talking at.
They say it's better to look good than to feel good.
Yeah.
But definitely, for me, that makes what I do so much more fulfilling, that I'm helping them build this now.
Excellent, excellent. David, you were very close to your family. Tell me a little bit about your family background.
So my family, my mom comes from Colombia. My dad comes from Puerto Rico. My dad came here 17 years old, worked his way, eventually was able to build his own business. He had an auto body shop in Jamaica Plain called Jamaica Plain Auto Body. He had that for over 30 years and eventually sold it and retired. And then my mom worked in pathology. She came from Colombia, moved to Europe, and then eventually moved to the United States. And both their stories are incredible, leaving their countries or their places of home from such a young age and being able to kind of grow and build a family here is something amazing that has always kind of pushed me to try to be better and pushed me to kind of live up to the things that they've done too.
So was JP Auto Body on Paul Gore Street?
That's the one.
I know his dad, Annie. I know your dad.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
I know your father.
I'm sure you do.
I just took my first car there. You know, my first junk car there. He helped it out. He hooked it up.
Did you mess up the car?
I did.
Nice.
I did. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing?
have a
Question. You got to listen. Annie, we've got somebody over there. Yes.
So my name's Susan. I live in EC. I work with Sandra. I have a question for all of you. What do you think is the biggest opportunity or challenge for your organization in 2025?
Opportunity. Let's go with opportunity first. Opportunity.
Opportunity. I've been told 2025 is going to be a year full of opportunity. We have the education to do what we want to do, what we need to do, and we have the resources. So I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for home buyers, for people that are prepared, and there's tons of programs out there. So I think there's never been a time that facilitated home buying as there is right now.
Excellent. Okay, opportunity.
Opportunities. We are here. We are together working to achieve and empower each other, lift each other up, connect, support, help other organizations that are really working with the community. So the best opportunity, feel the community, feel belong.
Okay, Sandra, there's your chance.
Opportunity for outreach and partner and continue to help our unhoused community.
Excellent. Llegó, law enforcement, police officers, and
I think the biggest opportunity is for the community to kind of partner with us as an organization, right? Like businesses, private companies, whatever it may be. We're trying to grow as an organization, and I think that at this point where we are right now, we're at a point where any type of partnership is really going to help us grow as an organization and help impact more communities, right? Like something that I haven't mentioned yet, going with statistics, 50% of the people that come through our PAT program are women. Right, so we're getting more women into law enforcement, and around 80 to 90% are people of color. So we're really diversifying police departments around the state, and I think it's huge. So there's huge opportunities for us to partner with different places and kind of bring in potentially some revenue for our organization so we can continue to grow and build and help people.
All right, let's continue with the questions. The audience is getting ready. One more. We have several more. Go right ahead, gentlemen.
Okay. Hello, my name is Jared. I'm currently from the Netherlands. I did a couple questions. Really just two. So the first one I have is, what would you guys say is the biggest struggles for minority groups in Boston, sort of moving in and integrating and, kind of contributing to Boston in general? And the second one I would say is probably once these kind of challenges are, dealt with, like once they're overcome, what would you think is the biggest sort of contribution, or like how could basically once these hurdles are, leaped over, how could minorities really, what's the biggest way you think, what do you think Boston is lacking in which these, minority groups could really, contribute?
There's tons of stuff out there, but one of the question that he asked is, what can we do? I think that people like myself and people that are up here that have reached a certain educational level, that have done certain things within the community, that have a certain status and have gained knowledge, need to share, need to mentor. When we're at a certain place, this is what we're supposed to do. Do the outreach to the community. Bring in an intern, mentor as much as you can so that we all support each other. They always say the Latinos are like the crabs in the bucket, right? Always pulling ourselves down. The one that's coming up, they pull them down. No, we need to push each other up. Uplift and share all the knowledge and opportunities that we have with each other.
All right.
Yeah, I would kind of echo that 100%. Working together is the only way that we can uplift each other and grow as a community. And I think beyond that, the biggest thing is look within yourself and figure out that you can do whatever you want to do. A lot of times, I know it sounds very cliche, but a lot of times we're our own barrier to our success. We're looking at all the reasons as to why we can't do something, as opposed to all the reasons as to why we can. And I think using mentors, using guidance, talking to people, reaching out, those are the ways that we can really move forward as a community, as individuals. So that would be my piece of advice there.
Excellent. Ryan Sullivan has a question. Step up to the mic, Mr. Sullivan.
Hi, my name's Ryan Sullivan. Just special shout out to Al and David. I've worked with them for a while, and they've really helped me personally with my growth. But the one question I want to ask towards David, I know you've done a lot of work with Jago in the community, like the community cleanup, with Goya and the programs that you've been doing. What could you kind of talk about what motivates you in the philosophy of finding your why and how you've instilled that in Jago Boston?
Yeah, absolutely. So my why for becoming a police officer and doing all the things that I do really starts at my family. When I was 15 years old, my father came home, and while he was entering to the driveway of our home, he was grabbed by a police officer by his throat and accused of having drugs. And they told him to spit out the drugs on several occasions. Finally, he was able to convince the officers that he didn't have anything on him. And the officers tried to walk away from the situation thinking that it wasn't a big deal. And that really motivated me and lit a fire under me to try to create change, not only within policing, but just within community in general. It's something that drives me every single day. I think about it every morning, basically, that I'm coming into work. I think about my why, and that drives me to kind of help other people find their why as to why they want to become police officers. I think that in order to be a good police officer, you have to understand why you're doing your job, right? It's not just about going to work and getting a paycheck every day. It's also about how many people do you want to help, or do you want to help people, right? Do you want to help in the community? Are you trying to get people that are selling drugs, or maybe you want to try to help people with emotional issues or mental health issues or whatever it may be? So that why that I experienced at 15, 16 years old really motivates me every day, and I think it's important for everyone, regardless of their career, really, to find what motivates them to be better.
Excellent. All right. Last parting words. So this is your opportunity to give a message. Don't be shy. I know you want to ask for help, but I'll leave you for last. Parting words.
First off, thank you guys for having me and having all of us today. It's a great opportunity to kind of share the work that we've been doing as an organization. Just reach out to us. You can reach out to us at jagoboston@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us through Instagram at jagoboston. We're happy to talk to anyone and everyone about what they want in their career, if this is a career that they want, or if you want to partner with us, please reach out to us however you can.
Excellent. Okay, Peggy.
Well, I appreciate the platform and being here to be able to share my passion, which is Hispanic home ownership. I've been doing this for 28 years. I'm the team leader of the Pratt Properties team out of Revere, Century 21 Northeast. And, restaurants, bars, clothing stores, jewelry store, I did it all, but nothing fulfilled me like home ownership. And I just want to tell everybody that's listening out there, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. But definitely, I love motivating. I love giving tips and tricks, and I'm full of knowledge when it comes to building financial future.
And you have a podcast.
I have a podcast, my shameless plug, Sin Permiso Podcast. Some are in Spanish, some are in English. You can check it out on Apple Music or YouTube, Sin Permiso Podcast.
Sin permiso means?
Without permission.
Without permission. Okay, Maribel, quickly. We're running out of time, but I want you to give your plug for your group.
Yes, visit Facebook, Instagram, Hispanas, Amigas in Massachusetts. It's the opportunity for women to connect, to interact with each other, lift, get together for professional, spiritual, and personal development. We are here. There is not excuse to feel alone. You have a place, a safe place to connect. And we are strong, but together we are unstoppable.
All right. You have a minute, exactly a minute, Sandra, to ask for help. Go for it.
I invite you to help us continue to uplift our unhoused community members in Boston, in Massachusetts, or anyone that makes it to our space, the East Boston Community Soup Kitchen. We need a building, our own place that we can call home. We need money, we need food. We also have a food pantry. We take care of hundreds of people who are going through food insecurity. So on Mondays, we have long lines of people waiting for a bag of groceries. We need culturally appropriate foods to give to a diverse community that we serve. And of course, we need help to take care of our homeless, to get connected to the services they need, like detox services, clothing, showers, haircuts, everything that they need, all the basic necessities that a human being needs to have a dignity, like to have a lifestyle that it's more dignified. So we ask for your help. We have a website, is Boston Community Soup Kitchen website, ebcsk.org. Email founder@ebcsk.org. We have an Instagram as well, and Facebook, ebcsk.org and Facebook.
Excellent.
So,
All right. That was great. I love this. This is only the second show. So you guys will probably be back as we will have different shows. Again, if you're tuning in, this is a collaboration. This is a partnership between GBH, Alberto Vasallo, even El Mundo is involved because a lot of you guys were guests, and I'm pulling from that. We do that, La Hora del Café, in Spanish every morning. But again, thank you to GBH. Thank you to the News Feed Cafe. A little round of applause. Boston Public Library.
Yeah.
And very important, my friend Mike over there, who's got my car at the valet at the Leonard. Take care of that car, Mike. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we will be back with more of these conversations. Great studio audience. Thank you for the questions, and talk to you guys and see you soon. And hopefully you learned, liked, and laughed. Take care. Bye-bye.